This is the weirdest motherfreaking night ever. It's been the weirdest night since I moved in here. We got here, y'all already know, for 2 days we were waiting on the power. So many red flags is taking place at this house. And I'm just like, man, what if we should have not moved here? Look like we might have made a wrong decision about moving here. It's been the weirdest night. I was knocked out like before I even went to sleep. I went to sleep late. Y'all know I'm an early bird, but I went to sleep late because I felt uncomfortable and something was not right, right? So before I went to sleep, I've been burning incense all day. I burn my incense, my Palo Santo, like half of the day, been burning them. Don't even have access to a stove down here, no gas line, no nothing, right? So out of the blue, about 10:30, 10:40, I'm in a basement apartment. Sign, you got to go to the top layer of the house before you even come down here. So I see the lights when I go out in the garage. I see like lights, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe the police, something is outside. So I stood in front of the door for a minute just to see if they was gonna come down here and to see what was up. So first flag was they come to the door. I got smoke detectors, alarms, and everything down here. No alarms going off, no nothing. So when they come, before I saw the flashlights come through the garage door. So I immediately opened the door on the side before they can even slick knock. So I opened the door, and they was like, oh, because they was kind of shocked. I opened the door and met them. And they was like, oh, we got a call, and like an anonymous call. We got a call about a gas leak smell. And first, and I'm like, what? Like down here? Like somebody told you come in the basement? And like a gas leak smell down in the basement? So he comes to the door. It was two firemen. And so, and I'm like, you not slick police. Cause he was like, you mind if we come in and search the place? And I'm like, first off, you're not even a police, but sure, you can come in. And I was like, what? Like, you got a call about smelling gas leak? We ain't got no gas. We ain't got no stove. We ain't got access to no stove. We don't have gas. So I'm like, man, how you get a call about, and so then you don't even say it's a neighbor or anybody, because for one, the neighbor couldn't dare smell no gas coming from the basement. It would be loud. I can smell it myself. So he like, they got a call about a gas leak. So I was like, cool, I'm just calm, cool, and collective. And I'm like, just maintaining control, right? So they say, can they search? So he come into the gas, then he come into the garage. And I was like, you know what? Just sure. Yeah, you can come in. I'm like, what? And like, incense. I was like, I ain't got no but an incense lamp, but if you coming for incense, because I'm like, man, that's major. Incense don't smell nothing like gas. It's no way incense, a seasonal Dollar Tree incense at that, and Palo Santo, and then the Dollar Tree Dragon Blood incense. So I'm like, ain't no way that this smell like gas, incense smell like gas. So they come in, he don't even come all the way into the garage. He was like, oh yeah, it is gas. I mean, he said, oh yeah, that's an incense. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, because how you get an incense mixed up with gas? Them two different scents. It's gonna smell strong if you smelling gas. So they ain't even come into the apartment in the basement. They left. So that was like at 10 something. That's some reason I couldn't get back on here and do the other lives, because the internet was acting up. My phone was it was dying really quick. And so they came in about 2 seconds. That was like at 10:40. An hour later, I want to say I got all the way situated to like I was really dozing off to go to sleep. About 11:40, I talked to my ex, and I was telling him, I called him or he called me, and I was like, man, this was weird. I was like, the fire department came, and I got smoke detectors down here, carbon dioxide detectives. I would have been the first one alerted to me having a gas leak in here, or that would be a problem for the realtor. So he was just like, yeah, your alarms ain't going off. I was like, nah, ain't not going off. It was just weird. Nothing went off. I didn't hear it. I'm like, man, if the people upstairs, they would have knocked on the door. They got kids. You can hear them real loud upstairs. If they had an issue, they would have knocked on the little basement door or something. Nothing. No movement, no nothing. So I go to sleep, right? I doze off after the fire department, after talking to him at 11:44 was exactly when I sent the text. So I probably went to sleep at 11:50. 11 at 12:30 I just woke up out the blue because I turned on the TV. Before I had went to sleep, I turned on something else on the TV when I rolled over, turned on something, go to sleep for less than an hour. Because at that time, it was less than an hour that I had went to sleep. Less than an hour, I wake up, the entire house is dark. And I just like, wait, it's not even storming. No power outages reported online. I get online calling Georgia Power. So I ain't got no account information, but I'm calling because I'm telling my ex I call him because he was the last person I talked to on less than an hour. So I call him first, and I was like, you don't know I'm gonna call first because I just talked to you less than under an hour. Call him. He like, man, go outside and go look and see anybody power on anywhere. So I'm in like the woods, kind of like down here in the slope of the house. And so out of the patio window, because there's no windows down here, out of the patio door, I see like a street lights on like the street up the hill. So I put on my shoes. I ain't want to leave my daughter by herself, but I did. I go outside and took my lights, and I'm like, man, I see floodlights and stuff on the neighbor's house. I ain't really go up the hill to check the entire street, but I'm just saying too many flags. And I'm telling him I've been in situations like, look, I already know a setup. You can easily do anything to set somebody up to do anything weird, right? So I call and then the funny thing is like, man, you would have alerts and you would have other people calling about outages on here. Online, it ain't nothing listed out here. Not 200 people, not nothing listed in this community here about no power outage. There's nothing listed about a transformer going out where somebody hit it and got in an accident. Not nothing lit. Even when you call the Georgia Power line, which I stayed on there for 15 minutes, maybe 20 something minutes, maybe 20, a little bit longer. Then somebody finally answered. And then immediately, soon as she answered, all the power came on in here. And I'm like, man, that's a funny outage. For an outage to be out for an hour, 1 hour exact, the power was out. 1 hour exact. That's a weird ass power outage. For it to be out for 1 hour. 1 hour, one entire hour. If you do the math from the time I said I just was on the phone at 11:44 with my ex, went to sleep probably at 11:50, meaning that was under an hour for 12:30 for me to wake up at 12:30 and the power be out. It is now 1:19. So the power could have been out an entire 1 hour. That's no way a power outage. Because Georgia Power takes longer than that to even come out to diagnose, find a location for wherever the power went out. Something ain't right, because the time frame is too short for to be a major outage and then everything come in under an hour. A transformer takes time to even done. A transformer even takes time for them to come out, fix the transformer. You talking 2 to 4 hours. A regular power outage, you're gonna be over an hour, depending on where the source is coming from. There's no reports online. It's nothing on the phone service. I called on the phone service. The phone service was real weird than a regular Georgia Power line. It's just something not right about the whole ordeal. Something ain't right. And I know in my soul something ain't right, because I'm just like, none of that add up. Maybe somebody didn't expect us to get up or me to wake up. But I'd have been in too many situations where things didn't happen. I'd have been in jams. And I'm just like, man, this is so weird. So many red flags about this neighborhood, about this location, about the house. And then I found the sheet in the cabinet that they said that we have access to. It got old blood on it, so we ain't use it, because he was like, oh, it's sheets in here, because he said this was used to be an Airbnb, right? So I go in the cabinet, try to use one of the sheets in there. It's got blood on it. First, it looked like it's old blood. So I grabbed another sheet, and then it was a dead red spot on it, like a fingerprint or something. So I threw it in the cabinet over here. I'm in the closet over there. And I'm like, man, this is too many red flags. First off, you got an old sheet that you tell us that we can use. Like, he say, oh, they put sheets in here for you to use, but it had a blood stain on it. And I'm talking about like a big one. And then the other one is kind of like dry old blood on it. Looked like it was dried or something like that. And then the other one had like It was actually red on the other one. It was actually a red little, like a little fingerprint, and then you can see where it looked like the blood dried. When the blood dries, it's like brown. And so that's exactly what was on the sheet. And I'm like, man, now this is weird right there. And that all of that transpired right before I went to sleep. I cannot lie. Something is not right about this place. I just keep getting a bad feeling. I'm always going to sleep early. I go to sleep very early every night. But for the last few nights, that night at the hotel, when I got on here late, I was uneasy because the power thing was real weird over here. I was uneasy at the hotel, so I could not sleep. That's when I was on here real late. And then when I got here yesterday for the first night, we went to sleep late last night as well. My ex came here to try to stay with us, but he ended up leaving real weird. And I'm just like, man, why you even come over here? Just whatever it is, just if you staying and make sure we good, you stay. But he got up talking about he didn't feel comfortable about his trailer, whatever. We just be co-parenting. We won't sleep together. We don't do none of that. But whatever it is, he said he was leaving. Whatever that was, he did. But I'm just like, man, it's just too many flags, y'all. You say, yeah, I would. Oh, I ain't never scared, girl. I ain't even scared. I ain't gonna ever put them words out. I just know to be cautious because I've been in situations where I've been robbed. I've been pistol whipped. I've been in so many situations where I've been set up. And so I'm never fear. You never say those words. You say, yeah, I would be scared. You never say them words. I'm never scared. I was up in here walking through here in the dark by myself. Ain't ever scared about nothing. I'm gonna watch my daughter though, because the way this house is, anybody can come in through the ceiling. My other house, they came in through the floorboard. So I'm just like, man, it's anything. People can do anything. You said exactly, that's not right. Tell someone she's there in blood on them. Oh, I gotta reach the landlord in the morning, the realtor person, about the house in the morning. But no, I ain't never scared. That's why I waited till she got on that phone, before I even got on here. And when I got off the phone with Georgia Power is when I got on the phone. Got on here to tell y'all like how weird this is. You said I got to speak. Yeah, you got to be more positive, girl. Don't ever say that. Never speak fear into anything. If you're putting it out there, you could actually project it into your reality. I don't never speak fear. I don't walk around in fear. I've been on my deathbed 11 times. Ain't no need to be in fear of death. What I'm going to do is protect my daughter at all costs. And that was my major concern. And that's the same thing I kept sharing with my ex. I'm like, man, that's my only concern is my daughter, because it's a man upstairs, but that's her man. So I'm the only woman man down here. I'm gonna protect my daughter at all costs. And so that's what I was telling my ex on the phone. I ain't gonna go too far from my daughter. I'm gonna walk outside because that's what you're supposed to do, and check where you at the premises. So I walked outside by myself in the dark, took my light, stepped out, looked all around, checked the whole neighborhood, came back in here. I had to move fast because my daughter, but never walking around in fear. My heart ain't beating fast, not none of that, because I'm gonna make sure I maintain control. And then I had to look back and look at the 2 titles that I put up for y'all. And I'm like, dang, one of the titles I just put up for tonight's reading was something about a relocation. It said, what I put up there, y'all? Something about you need to get out of there. Listen to your intuition. Oh yeah, I said the same thing, something not right. And you know what? Look, Sylvia, that's when I told my daughter before we went to sleep. I said, I don't know, baby. Something ain't right. We might need to find us a different location to move to, because something not right about the place. And she was like, Mom, we're going to move tomorrow, or we're going to get up out of here like real quick. Yeah, I think we need to. I'm going to address it with the landlord. He said the realtor, because he's the manager over the property. He claimed that he won't be back until Tuesday because they was out of town. So he's supposed to be here on Tuesday. But I had just put something up about the relocation in the title about, I'm trying to see what that title was that I put up. And I was like, dang, I just did a reading. I just put up there about a reading I'm going to do was, because that was the download I had got. Let me see. It said, secrets regarding a new location surfacing, cult ties, and you maintain what it says. It says secrets regarding a new location, surfacing cult ties in you. Maintain control as it comes out. And I'm just like, man, look at the title I just put out for y'all for a reading that I'm doing for y'all. And then look what just happened. I just never heard of an outage going out for that short of a time. An outage is going to be at least an hour. It may if the outage is out 1 hour, then it's going to take 2 hours because Georgia Power got to get on top of it. But the motherfucking power came on literally soon as she answered. She was like, oh, that's good that the power came back on, because I didn't even get a chance to report the outage. It's not even reported online. Then when I pulled it up on the Georgia Power map, it kept pulling up another street. I took a screenshot of the street because I'm just trying to make sure. And I'm like, man, why is it my precise location coming up as another street? Which meant that it was no outage on my street over here. So that means that how the power out? Where is the power generator? You said, where's the power? The breaker down here. Look, boo, I already went to the breaker. I went to the breaker and I was hitting the switches in the breaker. And that's my thing about, like I told my ex about upstairs. If the power went out, because I heard somebody walk when I got up upstairs. So naturally, you would know the power is off upstairs as well. So that would mean you would be knocking on if you was concerned, you would be knocking on the door right here, the basement door, even though they can't get in. You would knock on it and say AC, because they know my name. Because you try to hit the switch on the breaker box. Nobody came and nobody knocked. Nobody did nothing. Didn't knock to see if the breaker was out. I ain't hear nobody picking up no phones or nothing upstairs, calling Georgia Power like me. And I'm like, all of this is weird, because son ain't even knock on the door. As the man of the house, I would have been like, look, hey, I got a wife and I got 2 kids up here. Hit the breaker because you got a newborn baby or whatever the baby is. I would be like, look, can you check just before we call Georgia Power? At least that's my frame of mind is like, hey, if you got access to the breaker, because the first thing you do is hit the breaker just to see if it's just a breaker. Nobody came to the door. Nobody came. So I did it myself. While I'm on the phone with my ex, I'm hitting the breaker thing. I'm on here telling I'm like, look, I'm hitting the breaker box, nothing coming on. He was like, just go outside and go check and see if anything else. But the time frame of the outage to me, you said, don't believe you went out of town. I really believe he's something watching. Oh, yeah, that's what he told me, Antoinette, that he said that they went out town, they in the mountains or something like that. It sounds like this is that's what I said, too. I was like, this sounds like this is my message, the message that I said that I'm going to do for y'all. Unless they have a switch upstairs, too. Nope. The landlord, the guy that I'm renting the place from, told me that I'm the only one that have access to the breaker box. So I just feel like it was flags from when the fire department came out here talking about they smell gas. That's a sure enough flag, because I don't even got a stove down here. So I ain't got a stove. So how you gonna smell gas? So you should have went to the place upstairs. So I'm like, man, he didn't even tell me who called. Normally they would say we got an anonymous call or we got a call from the neighbor or something like that. So I'm telling my ex, maybe the people upstairs called, but ain't no way you can confuse an instant with gas. Because first they wanted to say they got a smell of smoke, but then you got to identify the smoke. So he said, because that's exactly what the fire person was saying. Because he was like, smoke. He was like, or a gas leak. Which one is it? Either it's smoke or you smell gas. That's 2 different smells right there. And then an incense is a different smell than smelling gas. So I'm just like, something is not right at all. And the whole thing, I'm just like, I just feel like something ain't right, y'all. I'm so proud of you for sharing I'm gonna always share my experiences, because what people don't want is what people don't want is for you to get online and say anything. Because people in most situations like this, people be panicking. They be like acting real weird. I'm over here like, oh, I done been through some shit. Let me make sure my daughter is okay. Let me do what I gotta do, because I've been in situations prior to my daughter being born. And so quite naturally, I'm going to go off my instincts, because things that I've been through, being robbed, being set up, being in the dark, being pistol whipped, being everything. So I'm over here like, oh, maintain control, Sierra, check out what's going on. But at the same time, keeping an eye on my daughter, but also listening. You got to always use your eyes and your ears, all your senses, especially in the dark. Good thing for this platform. Okay. But then I'm like, man, how I hear movement upstairs and you not like me. You not making calls. You not, the house ain't that big. They got a 3-bedroom because I looked it up online because I was like, dang, if he would have told me that was available, I would have got the upstairs apartment instead of living down here with no stove. But it's cool. So I'm just like, man, you moving around. I don't hear nobody on the phones. I don't hear nobody calling Georgia Power. I don't hear nobody making no motion about realistic-ish. You make phone calls, you make a report, you go outside, you identify the problem, you do something. And you a man with a woman that's young. His wife look like she young and 2 kids. I'm like, you're not making step moves. You're not a stepper. How you the man of the household and you ain't even out here making moves, but y'all upstairs moving around. You're not making the realistic. When shit happens, you do realistic shit. So you go out, you check as a man. You check, you knock on the door, you go downstairs, you check the breaker box. It's steps that you just take. And I just like, man, you ain't doing nothing. It's just weird to me. They had to be the one that called. I thought that they had to be the one that called the fire department. I figured that they was the ones that called about the fire department because ain't no other way, because the neighbor's house too far apart for them to smell incense and claim that it is gas. Something ain't right. You got to get out of there. You in, baby girl. Yeah, we probably get up out of here. We're gonna have to, because as bad as I like the place, I like it and it's chill. But it's just too many weird things just happen. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, we are very good, y'all. We are straight. I just said it's just something weird. I'm looking at my phone. My ex texting asked that I talk to Georgia Power, but I'm just looking at this. I'm just like, man, this is weird. Georgia Power claiming that. And then the funny thing is, when we came here, everything was out, right? But it was on prior tier. Then my ex was like, Georgia Power don't come out on the weekends. And I'm like, man, I've been in Georgia over 13 years. Georgia Power ass comes out on the weekend. His friend Jimmy works at Georgia Power, saying he an employee, but he was like, they don't send people out on the weekend. I'm like, that is a bald-faced lie. Georgia Power has been to plenty of my properties on the weekend. They come out, and then the guy upstairs try to vouch with my ex, with his wife. And I'm just like, man, these people don't even know how long y'all been in Georgia. I'm not even in Georgia. I'm not from here. I'm from Virginia. But Georgia Power does come out if there is emergency situations. This is why they have an emergency line. He said that his friend works at Georgia Power. Nobody comes out on the weekends for power problems. That is a lie. Because if there's an outage, if there's something serious happening, Georgia Power comes out. This is why they have emergency assistance and an emergency line in case of an emergency. So I'm like, what the hell is your friend talking about? Georgia Power don't come out on the weekends. Then they upstairs saying like, oh, I was thinking the same thing, Georgia Power. Yes, they do come out. Because if it's a grid problem, even if they're upgrading the grid in power, they come out. All of these are lies. All of these are lies. And I'm just like, man, that's weird. That is so weird for them to even say Georgia Power wasn't coming out. I'm just thinking about all of that. I'm just like, did people expect something to happen? In my old house was like that. In the woods, no street. Yes, in the woods, no street lights. They finally put street lights there when I was staying there. Yeah, it was it's no street lights, but it's lights out here. But I could see the lights on the other street from the moonlight, because I was in the patio window, and I'm like, man, it's pitch dark out here. And in the way I was loud, I know people heard me upstairs. I know they heard me, and you still ain't moved. You ain't say nothing. You ain't said nothing. You say you good either way it went, but I don't feel like you're safe in that place. I really don't. But something about the upstairs and the man sounds creepy and creepy. Man, yeah, it's something wrong. It's something wrong. Just something wrong. I feel weird about upstairs too, because man, the call to the fire department was weird to me. Why wouldn't you just not, if it was y'all upstairs that called the fire department, why you ain't knock on the door? Why you ain't knock on the basement door and say, hey, you got something burning down there? It smell like gas, or it might be an incense, but ain't no way you can mix Palo Santo, dragon blood, or an incense with gas. Ain't no way. None of that smells like gas. All of that is weird to me. And I do feel like it was them upstairs that probably called the fire department, but you had to call 911 to get to the fire department. So all of it seems so, all of this just seems so fishy, y'all. Everything seems so fishy. Cause I'm just like, how you get this thin? You get this thin ass incense, this confused with gas. That means you ain't never burnt an incense in your life. You ain't never seen an incense burn. You ain't never smelled Palo Santo. You ain't never smelled an incense burn that you confused an incense. This the incense that I had burning. These the incense that I had burning. You had an incense smell and you confused it for gas. You said, are you allowed to smoke per lease? I don't smoke. So, but it does say no smoking, right? I don't smoke. So y'all know I don't do drugs no more. So I don't smoke, I don't do nothing. I got a vape, but I don't even hit my vape. I like the y'all's new place with the fireplace. Yeah, I love it. I love that part about the place. Maybe they thought it was pot. I don't even smoke, girl. I don't even smoke. They couldn't have thought that was pot because I don't smoke. It's like, I don't know. I don't even smoke. I don't even smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke anything. So I don't know how they can confuse smoke. But the problem was when the people came, they said gas. They smelled gas. He ain't say gas. If it was a police, if it was like gas, smoke gas, like the weed smoke, the police would have came. Instead, the fire department came, talking about we got a call about a gas smell. Okay, search the property. Come in here, come straight in there. It was just so weird, y'all. And I just had to get on here and share my weird ass night. Something just ain't right about up here. I feel the same way, Antoinette, that something ain't right about upstairs or this whole place. Get out. I just feel like, yeah, something ain't right. On down to the blanket. I'm gonna tell him about that sheet that I found in the little cabinet where they it's a little cabinet. He's like, y'all can use these sheets to change, they left sheets for the people because it used to be an Airbnb. Girl, the sheet had blood on it. I know what old blood look like. I done bled plenty times on the blanket because I'm a woman with periods. So it just happened to me recently. And you know what old blood, when it dry up, it has it's the brown red. It's like a brown red. And I'm just like, man, I can show y'all the sheet. I'm going to pull that shit out tomorrow and I'm going to show y'all what it looked like. And I threw it in the closet because I took the linens off the bed and I don't know how long these linens were sitting up before we moved in because you just showed me the place. So ain't nobody quite naturally coming in here, washing the sheets and things and bringing it back and making up the beds and stuff. So I told my daughter we're going to sleep on the blankets and stuff that I brought from the hotel and that I washed myself prior to coming over here. But y'all, I am going to get up off of here. Let me just grab the deck, y'all. I just wanted to see what the things would be like tonight. It's just so weird. And people, on account of it being the holiday, why wouldn't this be a perfect time to do something really weird? Because it's the holiday. Because you wouldn't expect the police, Georgia Power, and them to come out right away with Memorial Day being tomorrow. The exact day is the holiday. So Georgia Power is closed for this Memorial Day holiday. But if it's emergencies, they still come out. Let me go grab my deck real quick, y'all. I had a deck sitting right on my altar, right? So yeah, look, when I pick up my deck, right, as soon as I pick my deck up off the altar, off my little stand, right, first card is Two of Wands here, a plan here, an action here. So a plan here, that's the first card that is up there. As soon as this is the only deck I had out, right? So the Two of Wands energy, I just want to see what the energy was like. CIA, Sierra Investigators, God, yeah, Hangman energy, boy, look what flipped over. Hangman, sacrifice, pause, surrender energy here. See, the Two of Wands would say a premeditated plan or some sort of plan that somebody had to do. Look at this sacrifice on Aquarius here, the star energy here, the healer, somebody with a spiritual connection, but they got to pause on something here because Six of Wands. Remember, I put the title up first before I even got online. This will be public recognition here. Somebody used their platform, like y'all said, I use my platform as a voice. Look at this. Six of Wands would be the platform, which would mean the title went up first, and that means somebody saw what the star put up first, which was the title that I put up first. I'm an Aquarius on a Six of Wands, which would means it was a hangman energy, a sacrifice energy, but there's a pause and a surrender energy. Why? Because the Two of Wands was the plan. Because of a Six of Wands, because somebody here, the star energy, made their presence on a Six of Wands, or they stated something on a Six of Wands energy about a plan. Now, it could initially been, because see, somebody gave some attention to the Six of Wands, to the star energy. Six of Wands, star energy gave attention to the sacrifice energy. So you put attention, meaning you put, gave like attention to whatever it was, like, put focus on something here. Somebody put too much focus on something, which means somebody had to surrender, pause on a sacrifice energy, on whatever the sacrifice, throw somebody under the bus here, because somebody put too much attention, or they put attention on somebody, or put attention on the sacrifice energy by putting something in public recognition, putting it on a public platform, putting it somewhere where people can see it. So they would have to pause on something here that they was doing, on a pause and a surrender energy and a star energy. Y'all saw those cards come out, of King of Wands energy and a leader. Some was brought to a leader's attention. So that's what it, Hermit energy. Look, a male energy in a room. Look, Hermit. So something was brought to somebody's attention on what a hermit was doing on a public platform, which made somebody pause and what it was that they was doing, because the attention, somebody brought attention to the hermit. The hermit brought attention to somebody here in a room. King of Wands energy, a masculine energy with an idea to do something, because the King of Wands would be an idea, somebody very ambitious about something here, but then there was some sort of attention brought to the King of Wands energy, some sort of attention, something about a public platform, or some sort of something that gave something public recognition here about what somebody's plan was on a Four of Swords energy. Them saying something about somebody being restless, or the person being restless here, or something here, because this is also a resting position here. The World card energy here, a cycle, a death energy sticking out as well. Look, death energy. So somebody had to put an end to something here, Tower, because it got exposed. Look at Tower just flipped out. So something was exposed. Prophecy was spoken, a revelation, an awakening here. This is a crisis, a danger energy here. So somebody was woke up out of their sleep to some sort of danger, crisis, and this could be indicating what I woke up out of the blue, because I'm like, I don't even know why I even woke up. Tower energy would explain crisis, danger, awakening energy here, something that was soon to happen, but they had to pause, because see, the Hangman says something was due to happen in the Tower energy sooner than later to a hermit on a King of Wands idea. But they had to pause in something that they was doing because of this awakening energy, and the awakening energy on the Six of Wands, alerting everybody to something, bringing attention to what it is that they was doing here. And it could be the star energy here, the Aquarius here, which healed the situation quickly here, because attention was brought in a spotlight situation here about what it was going on in the hermit energy, because this is saying somebody here was looking for answers, and that's me. Snooping around looking for answers here, hermit energy, but also somebody else here, because there's a masculine hermit energy here. This is secluded, and this is someone here out of public, not in the public. This is somebody by themselves, the hermit energy here. So whatever it was, attention was brought by a hermit about them being alone, and that would mean we in a place with no windows, no doors, in a basement, no windows. There's a patio door, that's it here. So too much attention was brought to somewhere where the hermit was, where a hermit is in a secluded location here. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here and do a read now. That Jane just woke me all the way up, y'all, because it's weird because of that Tower energy here on the hermit here. So whatever it is, Yeah, 5 of Wands here. Now there's a disagreement here and a group here over what was just exposed here about what a group had planned initially here on the 4 of Swords energy here, because somebody was able to recover. Because the 4 of Swords says recovery energy here, recuperated. Somebody recuperated real quick off of something that they was about. It's kind of like a plan. 4 of Swords energy. Somebody here recuperated. I'm Eastern Standard Time, y'all. What time zone are you in? Eastern Standard. Yep. And that's what it says. Give me one more on the situation. Oh, yeah, Page of Swords energy. Somebody was spying online. Somebody was watching for something to pop up online here. Because, see, somebody wanted a return on some sort of investment. 7 of Pentacles energy. Talent, paying close attention. Diligence energy here. Yeah, Page of Swords. 7 of Wands. Somebody standing their ground. This is under attack. Challenges energy. 7 of Wands here. Defensive energy here. There's a group. Somebody arguing about something here. And then the Page of Swords is somebody here spying information here online about what somebody was doing. Okay, look, 6 of Wands would say Page of Swords is the news. The news got out because this Page of Swords is news. 6 of Wands is online news. So somebody went online and spreaded news about something that was going on around the Hermit. Okay, which would be the Hermit. I love that bulldog shirt. Thank you so much. I'm a big dog. My daughter always tell me, Mommy, you a big dog, ain't you? I sure am, because I'm not gonna let anything bite her, because I'm I'ma bite it. I am something serious. I tell y'all all the time, and the Emperor energy is here as well. But I tell y'all all the time, I am a dire wolf. I am something serious because I've been through so much. I'm never going to let anything happen to my daughter. And I always tell her, be brave, because I'm never going to let anything happen to you. Yeah, I can't beat everything in the world, but I'm gonna try my damnness to make sure she's always safe. And there ain't no man ever going to put their hands on her. Ain't no man going to ever try to kill her like they did me. I've been in too many situations where men try to take my life. And I will never let that happen to my daughter. Even if that means I got to go out with everything on my soul, I bet you she breathe. And I always tell her it will be her life over my life. I will have to, that's the greatest sacrifice that you can ever do. And that's your God. And everybody talk about how God gave his only begotten son. I will always be the sacrifice for my daughter. It won't ever go down on anything that I breathe in this world. And I make sure she know that. But Page of Swords says, spying information got out about something. Somebody that was spying on an Aquarius online or spying on somebody online as the Hermit energy. They heard the information come out about what they were planning to do in the 2 of Wands Hangman energy here. Whether it's me or you, but 6 of Wands is news getting out here on a 6 of Wands on a platform about an Aquarius or from an Aquarius or whoever this is here. Because 4 of Swords said the situation got healed quickly here. Because whatever it was, something was being shared where the law is. Because this is sharing. Public sharing of news. 6 of Wands, Page of Swords, publicly sharing this information about how somebody was trying to get a return on some sort of investment. 7 of Pentacles energy here, because they was working hard to do something here, but somebody kind of like was paying attention. Yeah, Magician energy here. So somebody was paying attention here. An Emperor and a masculine. So a masculine attempting to do something here. Whoever it was, King of Wands is masculine, and then now the Emperor energy here. So a father here, so some sort of word got out here. Okay. And somebody was paying attention here, because somebody's standing out here. 7 of Wands here. And somebody knows a word got out to somebody being under attack here, because this is under attack and challenges here. But somebody standing their ground and maintaining control through something here that was supposed to happen, which caused a Hangman energy, a pause in the situation. And now a masculine, 2 masculines got word that somebody was sharing on a public platform that they was under attack, or they felt under attack here about a situation, because there's a law official or somebody paying attention. Page of Swords in the Hermit energy, and the Emperor could indicate like law is paying attention to something here, or somebody on a platform, and therefore it got word. Because I did see something pop in JG or something here to maintain, or I seen manager or something like that pop in my phone. It was something weird before I had got online to even get on here to tell y'all about the situation here. Thank you so much. You said, Ayana said you are a good mom. Thank you so much, y'all, because I don't even have a one. My mom, I don't know what's going on with her, but I tell my daughter all the time, I will never leave her like my mom left me. Like, even though I'm 30 something, good thing I'm grown now. When my mom and them decided to leave me and my daughter, when I had her, she's about to be 6 on Tuesday. So I would never leave my daughter's side. Like my mom and my entire family, my immediate family anyway, everybody left our entire life. And it's been a long time, and I've been sharing that with y'all, but I will never leave my daughter. I will never neglect her. Her father, Antoine, don't want to be in her life. Curtis, sometime in her stepdad, whatever you want to call him, in this situation. But I will never neglect my daughter, and I will never let people think that I'm vulnerable or punk, because ain't nothing punk about me. Everything that I built through made me steel. So, and I mean, I'm made of bricks, y'all. I can take some punches. I can take some hits. I can take some knockdowns. I can take another sacrifice. I can take, and when I say that, I can take another person trying to kill me again. If it means saving my daughter, boy, yeah, it is what's up. It's up. It's up all day. People get on here and get it twisted. Don't ever get the energy twisted that I'm soft, I'm vulnerable, because I'm from the streets. I'm with that life, but I'm never gonna sit out here and speak about it and brag about, oh, I'm so rah like people do. No, you just gonna have to see what I'm built of and why I went through the things that I had to go through, which prepared me for anything that just may happen in my life. So people be out here bragging about, oh, I'm this. That's braggadocious energy, baby. I ain't gotta brag. You gonna see everything that I'm built, and everything that I went through that built me. All those deaths, and I didn't, and I made it through all those deaths. I just feel like it was meant for me to go through everything just to prepare me for something bigger. Because you always have to go through something here, because there's something maybe major later on down the line that I might have to face. New levels, new devils. So if I made it through those devils and those times where, excuse me, people try to put me in the grave, then that means there's a bigger devil, or a devil that was in the Eight of Pentacles energy, where they kept on practicing and keep attempting until they can get something right. So new levels, new devils. So if I acquired and made it past those devils, eventually there's going to be another devil that may try to take me out literally. And so being able to overcome those death experiences that I've been through, I feel like it prepared me for a major position that I may be put in, where we are compromised, and therefore I have to protect my daughter at all costs. So yeah, but a lot of people been wanting me to get offline, y'all. A lot of my people that surround me, my ex, they keep trying to make me get offline, like, oh, you should do like another job or something. And I'm just like, I'm not going anywhere. I feel like so many people want me offline because of the messages that I pick up on. I'm not getting offline. Why do I need to get offline? Why do I need to stop doing readings? Why? Because you're scared, not me. I'm not scared of my readings. It doesn't make me paranoid. It doesn't do any of that. It just prepares me, because everything that I do them for y'all. And then just like I think Eliana or somebody says, like, dang, or Antoinette said, this might be your reading, sis. It's some of the times it may be my readings, but I don't go into doing readings being like, dang, this is my reading right here, because I try to separate my personal life and my readings, because that's where people get caught up, and then that's how they let ish go over their head, or they get so consumed in this work that they don't have a real life. And that's why I had to block a few people that was like, oh my God, Tiara, no, girl, because I separate my life from y'all when I get on here and do y'all readings for y'all. But Seven of Swords, look at that. Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck here is surveillance energy here. This is surveillance, a hidden agenda here, somebody watching here, manipulation, scheming, tact and strategy being used here, a bully committing some sort of violence. Every card y'all keep seeing come out. The Tower energy is liberation, somebody worshiping something dark in this energy here, or worshiping something here. The Tower energy is also indicating crisis, danger, an accident energy, something that was made to look like an accident, because Two of Wands would be premeditated energy and strategic, right? So it would mean that someone wanted something to look like an accident, that they could not make look like an accident, because they had to pause, because Page of Swords and Six of Wands is some sort of information came out on a public platform where somebody gave attention to whatever it is that somebody was putting out. And so therefore they had to stop, and something that they was doing and that they was working hard to make happen strategically. King of Pentacles, somebody from somebody past. King of Pentacles here on a Six of Cups energy. Somebody familiar with something here. King of Pentacles, an empire, organization, corporation, somebody's investment here, a return on something here. This, remember, Seven of Pentacles came out, and then the King of Pentacles is a wise investment here. See, somebody thought something here, it was a wise investment here. Six of Cups energy here. A hangman, the hangman, somebody here to sacrifice somebody to do something at the bottom of the deck. Six of Pentacles, sharing some sort of money here. Sharing something here, because whatever the investment was, they were sharing it with somebody here that somebody familiar with from the past here. Some sort of investment was being shared. An Emperor with a male, another male, an older male, and another male. 3 men already was in on something. Somebody was supposed to be quiet about something as well. Anything else? Yeah, a message about stability. About something stabilizing, because somebody got a message about something stabilizing, or the message that came out was exactly the stabilizing of the electricity coming in less than an hour, because somebody gave attention to what it is that I said. And that magic, remember the magician energy that I was saying I saw, if I didn't mention it, the magician energy was like the magic, the power magically came back on from authority, because somebody alerted, or this broadcast alerted authorities, or somebody here in a authority position here, and they had to like magically stabilize the situation. Page of Pentacles is a message of stability, but that would be stabilizing something magically. So like something happened magically, like the electric literally came on, literally magically upon her answering the phone. I was like, oh my goodness, the power came on literally soon as you answered the phone. Literally soon as the operator answered, the power came on. And then at the same time, simultaneously, my ex was texting back. It was like, did Georgia Power answer? Did you make the message to reach out to Georgia Power? And I'm just like, I'm taking all of this in. You always have to remember, even though things look like a coincidence and things of that nature, it's never coincidences. It is always, this is why the world works on numbers. Numbers is going to be very specific to people. And I try to tell people, numbers will tell you a story. I don't care if it's 111, 109. It will tell you some sort of story within that 1 minute time frame, where you can know something within that 1 minute time frame. The music industry, the government, a lot of people work off of numbers. Why? Alignment is numbers. And if you don't know just even single digits, because I don't know all the numbers, I don't know triple digits, but I know that I can add them and break them down to a single digit where I can understand what is happening in that 1 minute, because you only have 1 minute before the next minute comes in, 60 seconds, to get the message that you need within that moment. So if it's 109 and that 1 minute before that, 110 would say 1. Someone of masculine energy, acquiring knowledge here, stepping in leadership, initiation, leveling up here. 9 energy here, a transition, a phase here, something about a phase here. And I'm just giving you out of the blue. The 9 would be a service, a phase, a transition, a service, something being offered. The 1 and the 9 would say that somebody acquired knowledge about the service that was going on here, about a phase here, something that passed here. The 0 would be the 0 would indicate that there is people working together, a circle, constance energy here, consistent, and something that somebody was doing in a phase here, a new beginning, a circle energy, something went back, a service went back with the 9 energy. You just have to think about all of those things, and all of it will make sense later on. If people ever get to that point where people look at numbers and things of that nature and know that everything is a number. 4905 right now on the timer is also very significant as well, to the 4 being a foundation and security here, and the 9 being a service here. Service was secured. or something was secured. 49 energy here, 18 here. That's again leveling up, acquiring knowledge here with the 19. Another service, 23 here, 123 vision here. Someone can now see. So whatever the service was, 123 would say vision. Somebody is now able to see, visualize something here. Numbers are everything to everybody, y'all. So Ten of Wands here, somebody burning about something here that's going on in somebody energy here. A Knight of Pentacles here, somebody a slow moving masculine, y'all. I just want to take this time here and do something, yeah, because Nine of Swords energy is somebody being restless here because some sort of guilt is weighing on somebody here about something here, about something here. Sort of guilt weighing on somebody in the Chariot. This is the one thing I did here. Was when I woke up and I sat, because I always quiet my mind when I'm listening, I can hear cars from a long way. So I did hear a car come. I think it could have been like a block or two away because I heard a car move, but it sounded like it had started up and moved. And it would be on this side. I think it would be on this side of the community. And so like somewhere to the back this way on that side. So I heard like a car coming like down the street somewhere right there. The devil is always lurking, and God got us all day long. You are well prepared, little sister. Yes, I am, y'all. I be on it. I be on it because of my life that I've been through, y'all. So I'm gonna slide up out of here, y'all. I'm gonna have to sit up for a little second, y'all. Because I'm ready to put my baby over here on the bed, and I was like, dang, let me just go out here and run around and just check what's going on outside here. Because 8 of Cups here, somebody got to let go of some sort of attachment here, embrace some sort of changes that's coming to a family or to them. So whoever it is, y'all, I might just get up and just do like a little reading, y'all, since I'm on here. And I'm gonna close this out, but I wanted to let y'all know what's going on with me and my daughter. But I got time to do like a little reading until I fall asleep. Cause that just weirded me out, y'all. That was just so weird the entire night. So I'm just gonna do a little reading for y'all. I probably just go ahead and do that relocation video that I was that title I have up for y'all. I'm gonna jump in here and do that for y'all really quick. You say they just do magic on people. Keep doing what you're doing, and damn fine job and a good one at Debbie, and very very in tune. Thank you so much. Thank y'all. I appreciate the love and the support, y'all. Everybody in here. I'm about to get up out of here and I'm gonna do like a regular reading, y'all. Probably gonna be like a little 30 minutes. And just until I can go back to sleep. But I just had to get on here and share that, and I just wanted to pull on the energy, which will probably come out in that reading really quick that I'm about to do. Anyway. But all of that just was weird to me, on down to the the fire department coming unbeknownst to me. Yeah, just coming out with no real reason. That's not a real reason. And then you ain't even, he was like, we're gonna just come in and he was like, we're gonna just come in and search for gas leaks. We're gonna smell and see if we can smell around and identify the gas leak. He come in and I'm like, man, there's no gas up in here. There's not even no stove in here. It's impossible. The gas leak will be coming from upstairs. If the gas leak, because that would be they have a gas stove or something. The hot water tank is electric. So I was like, man, where's the gas coming from then? How you get a gas leak call when it's probably gas here, but down here the hot water tank is electric. It has electric, what you call them, the hot water tank. So it's not a gas one where you have to come and actually light the pilot. It's electric, so it clicks in. So just everything was just so weird, and I just saw it as all flags. The natural person wouldn't actually see everything as being flags. I just saw it as flags. And then this bright red shirt that I got on right now, whole flag. This is red right here, meaning a whole lot. Colors symbolize a whole lot as well. Keep putting it out there every time I get a download. You better. I always do. I put it down every time I get a download, even though it don't always be for me. Well, never is for me. It's normally for y'all. Other than that one I'm thinking about tonight might be my message about the relocation one. Because other than that, I'm like, man, no message I put out for y'all is ever my message. But that one probably was my message because I didn't do that message last night. But they, yeah, girl, we'll never walking around in fear. I'll never be scared. People want me to be in fear, but it's no reason to be in fear because when it's your time, it's your time. Everybody got a due date. Okay. Everybody has an expiration date. And when God says it's time, it's time. I just been fortunate to be in situations where I actually made it out of situations. So I just know, um, when it's time and it's going to happen. But on my watch with my daughter, ain't it's going to happen at all. Now with my daughter, she's sleeping good right now, and I expect her to be able to sleep good until her dire days. When it's time for her to get her, when it gets serious for her, I want my daughter to be in peace until her time comes. So until then, until I have a man in my life, and in her life that can protect us, I'm gonna be everything her father ain't. I'm gonna be everything Curtis ain't. I'm gonna be everything the police ain't to us. I'm gonna be everything, because that's what I was designed to do, and I can't take the world down. But I know I'm gonna do my damnedest to protect my daughter where her father ain't here to protect her, ain't stood in 5 years and did anything for her. With Curtis and them not answering, the man that's claiming to help be her father or whatever it is, co-parenting, ain't answering, ain't checking on us, ain't doing none. I know he be up around this time. Like people do weird things. You always have to be mindful of the weirdness and situations that take place. I'm gonna just do the things that people didn't do for me, for my daughter. So I would never walk out her life. I would never see her hurt in no way, shape, or form. I don't beat her. I try to beat my daughter one time, y'all. I get emotional, so I don't do that. But I do talk to her, and I share that with everybody. I try to be the cycle breaker, like everything that I do in my family. We used to get our ass whooped. My mom beat us first, ask questions later, switches, everything. These are things I grew up with. So I try to be so different with my daughter. Everything. So but yeah, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here, y'all, and I'm gonna do a reading. I'm gonna get out of my energy, which is this, and I'm gonna get in and do something real quick for y'all, just so I can go back to sleep. And I'm gonna ease my mind. Pretty much, I'm gonna get on here and let me ease my mind, y'all, by easing your mind and giving y'all tea about what it is that you need to know. You say you being watched, Antoinette, girl. Yeah, I'm being watched like a hawk, like a hawk. You did mention it. I am being watched like a hawk. The monitoring service on my phone. I was fortunate to get that information from the phone company about me having pinwheel phones where I am monitored and I have an administrator. They didn't have to tell me that. But they couldn't hide it because I found the information. So they had to admit to, yes, I do have a monitor on my phone. And that, by the grace of God, I was grateful for to get that information from the phone company, is that I have a monitor on my phone. Because most people don't ever get to that point where they find out these things that I found out about my life, about the money on my head, about the monitor on my phone. And these are things that just came to me, and I'm grateful for that information that I was actually given about all of the above, so I can keep y'all informed too. Okay, what would you do without me, baby? I love y'all so much. So I'm gonna get off of here, y'all. See y'all in 2 minutes on this next reading. I might go in the living room and go ahead and do that reading for y'all, or I might just sit here and do it over my bed. Y'all see my dream catcher? Mine's is big and my daughter's little, but this is my dream catcher, y'all. I got a real big one. My dream catcher over me, and my daughter have one over there over her. She got a little baby one. I got the big one right here. That's my dream catcher, y'all. To make sure, but y'all stay prayed up. All y'all just stay prayed up. Never walk in fear. Never, never, never. Don't let people put it in you. Plant a seed. People be out here trying to plant seeds in your mind here. Sometimes it will sprout for some people, but don't ever let it sprout. That's what a narcissistic person wants it to do, is to spread, to sprout. Some people be wanting to feel needed, like the hero. Like if you in a situation that I need you to come and save us. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm not that. I need a man for certain things, and it's just not to be a savior. You can come partake in being the savior, because I'm gonna save my daughter, but just like be you. Hey y'all. Hey boo, I see you in the building. Replace the lie. Love the dream catcher. Thank you, babe. Justin's grandfather is dead. Random info just to know because the ice. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna see y'all in a minute. Okay. Let me get on this little. I'm gonna do a quick little reading on y'all, and I'm gonna get out of here. But I did pull on some energy, so that was kind of like insightful. If y'all did catch that part, if not, rewind it back and catch that part of that little tea that I did spill because it could be informative for whoever you are. Outie. Love and light and love, you guys. Outie.